A few weeks ago, I was reading an article about Anthony Horowitz, and the article was talking about this new book that he's got coming out in the Hawthorne series, and the name of the book is Close to Death. But the article that I read suggested that there was something clever or unique or unusual about this book in the Hawthorne series, so I decided I would check out the Hawthorne series. So I went back to the first book, and that's this one. The word is murder. And fundamentally, it's a detective story. Now, well, let me start with what the murder is. A woman goes into a funeral home in London and makes all the arrangements necessary for her funeral. Later that day, she's murdered. That's the mystery that's got to be solved. Now, the cop in the mystery is this guy Hawthorne, and he gives the name to this series of books. Hawthorne is what you call a consulting detective for the London Metro Police. And the way the book is set up is that the guy who's telling the story, his assistant, is the author himself, Anthony Horowitz, and he portrays himself as if this is real life, as if he's really doing this. And it includes all kinds of references to TV shows that he wrote and things like that. And in a way, it's kind of similar to, Dr. Watson being the assistant to Sherlock Holmes and then telling all the stories about Sherlock Holmes, studying Scarlet and so on. All those things were written by Watson, and he's just a bystander. In this case, and the same thing is true with Hastings in the Agatha Christie Hercule Poirot books. The thing that's different here is that Horowitz, not only is he a real person, he's the real author, but he actively gets involved in the investigation, trying to do things on his own, and specifically trying to find out about Hawthorne. Just who is he, where does he come from, what's going on with him. And, I'll tell you what, a very, very interesting book. It's I'd say a kind of a clever concept. And the main thing about the book is that it moves very, very rapidly. I mean, Anthony Horowitz, a terrific writer, writes great prose. But also, I think with his background in TV and stuff like that, that he really knows how to keep a reader's interest and keep them glued to the page. Certainly had me glued to it. I'll probably read Close to Death somewhere along the way here, but I enjoyed The Word is Murder, and I absolutely recommend it to all of you if you have any interest in murder mysteries. So that's my recommendation this week. I'll see you next week with some other book. I don't know what it'll be.